Hola, everyone, and welcome to Open in 2026. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche every Friday. Here's what's coming up in today's show. First up, we're joined by veteran actor and writer Lou Mustillo to talk about his latest projects. And next, we're joined by Tequila founder Cruz Jr., who's here to share his journey and efforts to unite like-minded Latino, Black, and Brown entrepreneurs. Then, multiple Emmy award-winning icon, author, and TV producer Sonia Sanzano stops by to talk about her creation, Alma's Ways, third season. And finally, today's Open Artist Spotlight shines on singer-songwriter, actress, and public speaker Sophia Angelica, who closes out the show with her song Volvernos A Ver. So sit back y prepárate. All this and more is headed your way because now we are officially open. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Open. Thanks for being here with us. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host of Café con Leche for the next hour. Always inviting you to get social with us online. That is, follow us on Instagram at Bronxnet TV and like us on Facebook at Open Bronxnet Television. And of course, while you're there, don't forget, follow moi on FB, Instagram, Insta Stories, Threads, and LinkedIn at Rhina Valentin. All right, once again, welcome to Open. And our first guest has quite the impressive resume with over 60 television guest star appearances and roles in more than 20 films. Recently, you may have seen him as Cooper Marino in Cooper's Bar on AMC, and he has also played Vince on Mike and Molly, Joe Jr. in The Young and the Restless, and as Maury Allen in the ESPN miniseries The Bronx is Burning. In his most recent film role, he played Joseph Bonanno, I said that right, opposite Robert De Niro's character Vito Genovese in The Alto Nights. Let's experience some of actor Lou Mustillo's past roles.
Oh, well, who's kidding who? Oh, Dwyer's an ex-cop. He's got no money, no connections, he's got nothing. All of a sudden, he's running for mayor with Tammany Hall backing him up. Come on.
Right.
And the cop said, Relis tried to escape.
I'm kind of nervous.
It's perfectly normal. Just relax. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I'm not really sure how this works. How does it work?
Vinny, we all good with that thing?
Yeah, the thing is good.
What thing? Oh, wait a minute. Are you guys planning a surprise party for me?
Can't get nothing by you, Pete.
Ow!
A seal, it says New York. I figured if anyone knew, it would be the county clerk.
Well, there might be, just maybe not here. Like I said, it's really difficult without having the actual deed in hand.
More fresh biscuits. Who's ready?
I'd love to, but sadly I'm full. Oh, wait, it was just a table cinching my stomach. I got room.
And here to share more about his career and upcoming projects, everyone, please welcome actor and writer Lou Mustillo. Woo woo!
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for making your way all the way up here to the Bronx to share with us, New Yorker at heart.
Yes.
Right? I know you were out there in California for a hot minute.
Well, yeah, you know, back and forth.
Back and forth, yeah. I know, but now
I always miss New York when I'm out of New York.
There's nothing like New York.
Oh,
right?
the best in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, bueno, Lou, I know things have shifted in the landscape of media.
Right.
Give us a little background on what that journey has been for you up till now.
Well, in regards to, you mean like the work in terms of streaming now and things like that?
Yeah, because it's shifting everything.
It is, yeah. And, you know, there's really no more, all the longtime cable networks that we grew up with, MTV, Independent Movie Channel, all those IFC, like an Independent Film Channel, they're all becoming just, they're not really I mean, I think MTV just has got ridiculousness on, you know,
Right.
which for 24 hours. So there really isn't a lot of content anymore for
Right.
cable. It's all going to streaming. And I also believe that, you know, the network television shows sooner or later, I don't know in how many years, but it's going to go to streaming also. I think, and you know,
It's looking that way.
Yeah.
Right. And so the reason I ask you that is because you worked primarily on sitcoms, right?
Sure.
And sitcoms for me are like this ritual in which you go and you watch it at this specific time every week,
Yeah.
right? At this, and so there was that to look forward to.
Right.
And it's not the same.
Oh, not at all. No one really watches TV on a schedule anymore. You know, those days I think are done. Yeah, that was the big. Growing up, you knew the specific nights and times of your favorite shows, and it still I think exists with the Law and Orders, the Chicago PD shows, you know, Dick Wolf stuff, but. Overall, the half-hour sitcom, I don't know the future of the half-hour sitcom. The 4-camera, the way we did Mike and Molly with a live audience. I'm not sure how many of those are being done in the next few years.
In your entire career, what has been your favorite? Or is that even fair to ask?
Well, I mean, I
like
mean,
as far as like
yeah.
the sitcom, film,
Oh no!
or character.
Yeah, anything that anywhere where the work is, I'll go. We had a ball on Mike and Molly because everybody got along really well. James Burrows directed the first 3 years. You know, the legendary, created Cheers, and to work with him was a real learning experience. It was fabulous, and everybody in the cast was just kind and nice. It was a great set. That was a lot of fun. I worked on a short-lived show with James Garner called Man of the People. It was a blip on the screen. We only did 10 episodes, I think. They only aired 7. But I learned a lot. That was a special experience because I learned a lot watching him. I learned a lot about the camera and the frame and the whole, you know, it was a great education for me.
And then you created your own show.
Yes.
Right? Which is Cooper's Bar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Was that originally from your bartender's one-man show?
No, what it was it was simple as place I rented in L.A. While I was doing Mike and Molly had a backyard, and I never had a backyard in my entire life. Honestly, in Buffalo where I grew up, we had a tiny little backyard, and it was my mother's. It was her flowers and things like that.
Right.
So I went to this backyard, and I was like, oh my God, it's a backyard. So I started to just fix everything up, and it had a little A-frame thing with a outdoor fireplace. So I started stringing lights and hanging stuff up. I was in 21 one night, and they had stuff hanging from the ceiling, and I went, ah.
Yeah, we're looking at it right now.
Yeah. So I was like, you know, and so I was in this workout class with Ray Seahorn, David Connolly, his wife Hannah Davis, great writers, directors from England. And I invited everybody over one night, and they were like, we got to do something here. And I was like, well, whatever, let's write it. And I said, I don't want to do any type of interview like wine show or something. Let's write a script. And they said yes. And I was like, well, okay, I don't know. They came back with a script. And we got some money behind it. We did it in one night. And it got accepted to all the Sundance, the festivals. Like it got accepted to 4 festivals.
It was done in short form, though, right?
Short form.
So short form as in minutes or?
10-minute episodes,
Right.
10 to 15-minute episodes.
Got it.
And so AMC picked it up, and we did a season of the 15-minute episodes, and we got an Emmy nomination.
Look at that.
Yeah, Ray got an Emmy nomination for Best Actress in a Comedy Short.
And just because you're mentioning Ray Seahorn,
Yeah.
we must mention that she just won Critics'
Golden
Choice,
Globe and Critics'
right, for
Choice.
Pluribus.
Yeah, and she deserves it. She's a good one, and she's great in it.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm so happy for her. And so we did this thing as a labor of love, and then we got a second season to do half-hour shows. And we did the second season, and we don't know. AMC still has it. AMC still has it.
And it's actually available to watch on YouTube, on AMC's channel on YouTube.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, you can watch it YouTube anywhere. You just Google it, it'll come up in a bunch of different places. It's a fun, goofy, weird, odd little show. And people who like that kind of wacky humor love it.
I wonder where that comes from.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know, before we go, let's just share a little bit about your affection towards like bars and those type of relationships. Obviously, you have a whole show around it. And,
Yes.
And you have a community around it, too.
Yes,
As a matter of fact, I think I met you.
Yes. And
through my cousin. Yeah.
Yes. And
At Armory, right?
Armory Bistro.
Yeah.
117 in Park. I'm going to give them a plug.
Oh, look at that.
Best pizza in New York. But no, my father was a lifer bar. So the bar and restaurant business has always been in my blood. My uncles owned pizzerias. My godfather owned a pizzeria. My father was a lifelong bartender. I bartended. I worked in restaurants. So I always tell the story that people ask me why I like restaurants, taverns. You know, I love the dark wood and the atmosphere, and why I like urban places more than the country. And the reason for, because out in the country, I'm useless. Frank O'Hara, the poet, has a quote that pertains, I think, very closely to the way I think. I cannot enjoy a blade of grass unless there's a subway nearby. You know, so anyways, my grandparents had this small farm out in the sticks, and my father bartended on Sundays days, every other Sunday. And the Sundays that he didn't work, we went out to the farm, and I had to sickle things, and bugs landing on me, and I'd had to dig stuff. I couldn't stand it. And then the next week, my father would bring me into work, and I'd be sitting there like all dressed up, eating French fries and drinking Cokes and watching a color TV. Now, where do you think I'm going to lean towards?
Right.
Right? I mean,
I'm not a therapist or anything. It sounds like you were traumatized.
So my father used to bring me downtown Buffalo, and I used to love it. That's why I love New York, and that's why I love. When my father passed away, I started to write monologues about bartenders, and that's how bartenders came about. Ran off Broadway in New York. It's now 20 years ago. Wow. It ran for a year, and we got a Outer Critics Circle nomination for Best Solo Show, and it was pretty well received, and a lot of restaurant and bar people showed up.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful that you're giving a voice to essential workers.
Yes.
They're essential workers as far as I'm concerned.
Oh no, I know, and it's an art form.
Yeah,
it really is, and now it's a career.
Yeah.
People are not afraid to say, I'm a bartender.
All right.
Yeah.
And so, before we go, do you have any upcoming projects that we can share with our viewers?
Yes. There is Chuck Lorre's new show on HBO. It's called Stewart Fails to Save the Universe.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of this?
No, but I heard that you were in it.
And it was the first time I ever did anything with special effects and blue screen and green screen. And I'm going to be playing a gremlin. It's going to be me with makeup on. I'm going to be playing like a 4-inch gremlin.
How fun.
Yeah. With my voice and everything. So I'll be on the table going, hey, wait, yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
He's a real annoying gremlin.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to that. So has it been released on Max yet?
No, it comes out, I think it comes out maybe in a few months.
Okay, that's fine. But it's Stewart Failed to Save the Universe.
Fails to Save the Universe.
Fails to Save the Universe.
And Alto Nights is still streaming. Alto Nights was the #1 streaming film, I think, of 25, if I'm not mistaken, or at least the last 6 months it's been.
And you know where it's streaming?
It's on Netflix.
All right, so there you go. They can watch you on Netflix. I mean, they
Yeah.
can watch you on all the shows that we mentioned. But
Yeah.
right now, Alto Nights, you know, alongside Robert De
Yes.
Niro.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have Stewart Fails to Save the Universe
Yeah.
coming on Max in the
I
next couple
think
of
that's
months.
the full title.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we thank you for bringing it here to
I
us.
was very happy to come up to the Bronx. I love the Bronx, and I love you, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, we love you.
Yes.
We love you for keeping it real.
And to the crew, too. They're a very nice group of people.
Oh,
Everybody's
thank
very
you.
nice.
Thank you for that. Everyone, Lou Mustillo. All right. Once again, for more info on everything we've discussed, you can follow Lou on IG at Lou Mustillo, the number 7. All right.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. There's more open when we return. Hey everyone, welcome back to Open. My next guest journey is a testament to blazing his own trail. Born from a dream in El Barrio, his success story is rooted in a desire to create a premium tequila that celebrates his Puerto Rican heritage. From the very beginning, he refused to simply follow what we call the status quo. And while most people define a hustle as working hard or pursuing a goal, he took it to the next level. He literally backpacked across NYC, personally carrying bottles to get Llave placed in stores, bars, and restaurants throughout the city. Let's take a look at all of his hard work.
Fields of agave, as far as the eye can see. It's actually the first time I'm in Mexico. First time I got my passport stamped. After years of building brands for others, this is ours now. That can never be taken away from us.
I was so hard-headed at first. My grandma didn't even believe in me. I kept going though. Who knew I would take it to a whole nother level? Who knew I would racing with the heart of a rebel? Shawty wine checking for me, mama wine checking for me. I got tears in my eyes.
Dreamt up in Harlem, and made down in Mexico. This is for everybody. Welcome to our world of Llave Tequila.
Wepa, welcome to our world, Llave. Woo, that was awesome. Bueno, aside from all what we just experienced, along the way, his name is Cruz Jr. By the way, Joe realized that success is not a solo journey, and he began hosting roundtable events for like-minded Latino, Black, and Brown entrepreneurs to support one another's businesses and foster collaboration. As he often states, community is key, and life is way too short. Everyone, please welcome founder of Llave Tequila, Cruz Jr.
You should be my PR team. That was awesome. Like the video and everything you said, I'm done. I'm good. I did it. This is a great interview already. We did it.
Eke, Joe, I mean, this is such an inspiring story, and we're so proud of you, right? As you can see, we highlight the urban culture, and for you to just be out there, blood, sweat, and tears, manning your own label, your own brand, with intentionality, I might add. Yep. Because Llave, I started analyzing it, and I was like, Llave obviously means key, right? That's the translation in Spanish. But if you separate ya and ve, then it means I see.
You get it. It really is that simple. And when you add
ya,
also,
ve.
And also we say ya tu sabe, ya tu llave is our Spanish tagline.
Right.
So triple entendre.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
So, so congratulations to you on this journey. I know it hasn't been an easy journey, but I would like our audience to familiarize themselves further with you, so you could share where you are now, right? Because we showed them the beginnings, and you've obviously expanded. And as a matter of fact, you just made it in time to make this interview, because I know you flew in yesterday, so you travel a lot.
313 flights in 3 years.
Wow.
Non-stop, whatever it takes. I'm a single dad, so I want to show my son anything's possible. That's the main motivation behind Llave. People think it's just I'm a liquor guy, I want to build something great. This was my son. Like, raising that kid was the greatest accomplishment I had. Graduated college recently, by the way.
Well,
cinematography degree from Ithaca College.
Very nice.
That made me a man.
What's his name?
Cruz III.
No, Joe Cruz.
Puerto Rican. Junior the third, JC3, make it simple. It's that simple, yeah. But the quick Llave story, to give you my breakdown, is I started as a stock boy this whole journey. So I started from the bottom of the bottom. Stock boy, owned a liquor store, merchandiser, sales rep, supplier, built brands for other people, and I woke up August 26, 2015, 7:30 in the morning, retired on the spot. Could never explain to people why. I say, when you're in love, I knew it was time to start a brand, follow my heart, I consulted for people, I had a job, and I just quit everything. And I never looked back, I'll be honest. Like, I started with $20,000 in a dream. And you said the book bag part, which, damn, it's been 10 years since that. But literally, out of a book bag, made $500,000 off my back.
That's amazing.
And now Llave is in 26 markets. Next week we launch in California. I'm about to announce it soon. We partner with one of the biggest companies in the world, which is pretty humbling to say, from a backpack to going where we've gone now. And we're launching Hawaii as well. So, damn, like, from a backpack to 26 markets and going overseas at some point, which is pretty humbling.
Well, it's beautiful for you to be able to reflect on it right here on television, in the flesh, right? And share it with our viewers. And then there's the origins, right? So let's give us a little backstory behind who you partnered up with, right? Because it's obviously made in, Mexico?
Tequila, Jalisco, Mexico.
Right,
so there's a town called Tequila where they make tequila. Most people don't know that.
Right, look at that. And then there's, the regular tequila flavor, but then you've customized it.
Everybody has Blancos, Repos, Añejos. So we have a Blanco award-winning, a Repo is aged 8 months in an American whiskey barrel. But more importantly, I did the world's first natural flavors. So I made the world's first mango for my abuela, who passed away. That was a fair fruit. She helped raise me, second mother, Latino household. Coconut for my mom, because you can't be a Latino and not do something for your mother. She will lose her mind. Jalapeno for my dad, because though I was in a single mother household, my dad was always in my life. He never left. He would cook jalapenos growing up. So it's the first series of this nature that we've ever done. Jalapenos explode throughout the country. Spicy margarita, spicy paloma. It's so many different things you can do. Bloody Marias. The mango, of course, you can drink it straight on the rocks. You've had it. I know that's your favorite. I mean, hey, the people drink. No judgment zone. I'm here. There's no judgment anymore. You talking about bars, they're liquor now. It's just it's part of it.
The thing is I'm not even a tequila drinker, but I enjoy the fact that it's flavored and there's something that's soothing in the flavoring that you've provided.
It's natural. Because of the natural properties. It doesn't have all the artificial BS that other brands have. And the key you spoke about a little bit before I forget. The actual reason for the key was I created the key before the name, and the reason for the key was I wanted to open doors and change lives for our people. That's why the only jewelry I wear, and it's not jewelry, it's the first key I ever made. Remember how this whole thing started?
I have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
so
gifted me
before
one of those.
the money, the multiple markets and everything, I mean, this was the first thing I ever shipped to my house under Cruz Beverage Company.
That's a beautiful segue into what we're here to discuss, which is this entrepreneur gatherings, these tables that you put together, or I would say events because I've attended them, and the fact that you actually are now in your fourth, right? This is going to be the fourth coming up?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say I was forced into it, but I become the guy that...
Well, you just said, I'm not going to say it.
I'm not going to say I was forced into it, but I was forced into this thing. But to be honest, so many people ask me to connect them because I've traveled so much, I met so many people. I'm the guy who naturally people say, hey, do you know someone that does this? And I put you on a group text. Yeah, take it from here. So I started doing events because I realized our people lack, I'm going to say, what downtown has, they have different resources.
Right.
They have different access to money. They have different education. We don't. We wake up with an idea and it dies there. Or we tell some friends, we talk about it for a while and then it dies. Or we try to move forward and we don't know what to do with it. We don't have the education. We don't have the capital. We don't have a lot of things. And I said, I'm going to change that. So I started with these events, which is honestly a microcosm of something larger I'm working on. That'll be released in the next year. Like, it's going to be a larger platform, trust me. But I had to do the case study and have people in the same room. And it sprouted, I mean, at this point, I think it's like 87 businesses that sprouted from these events that I've done.
It's a beautiful concept. I love that you're also traveling it, right? You haven't like identified it to just one venue because the last one I attended was at La Fonda, and this year it's at Nourish, which is in the Bronx. So it kind of looks like you're also traveling the boroughs 100%. As well. So talk about that partnership because Nourish is owned by Oyate, right?
The Oyate group, which does more in the Bronx than most politicians do. I'm going to say it straightforward. They help the community like nobody else does. So of course, when they open a restaurant, I send them there. Yeah. So we work together on that. That was super important to me. Like super important. They do the right thing.
Yeah. And so, so what has been the outcome of these gatherings?
Well, like I said, about 87 businesses have sprouted thus far. I've helped a lot of people find access to capital. I've helped people expand their brands, et cetera. And within the next year, the new concept I'm working on. Don't want to say it out loud yet.
Ay, Dios mío, but why are you even? It's like you're giving us a little pedacito. Here, here's a little something, but you can't taste it.
They can find it on my social media and stuff. You can track everybody. Joe Cruz Jr., Google that, you'll find me. It sounds douchey, but I didn't mean it that way. I'm Googleable now, which is pretty damn cool. It means I've done some things. But they can find out what I'm doing. But again, it's more important for the people because I'm a karma guy. This money thing is overrated. Yeah. It does nothing for you. It doesn't move me the way it moves most people.
It's
I had more money than before. That's cool. But I can help people now.
Yeah.
Everything that I've built, I like to say I dropped the ladder down. It's on you to climb.
Right.
I'm going to drop it, but I'm going to keep going.
Right.
I'm like a train. I'm going to keep going, and you jump on as I go. It's cool.
It's a wonderful motto. I love it. And, you know, I personally love you, you know, and I mean that de corazón, right? From this place of like, thank you for making it your business to get here because I know you were like going back and forth with us while you were traveling. I don't even know where you were, but I know you were traveling and talking to me in between flights and so forth. And so it matters because you're bringing it here to our local audience, right? Our local viewers, and you're also providing the service for our local economy. And our local businesses and artisans. And so what should people really expect and or prepare when they enter these environments?
I like to say it's like a barbecue. Everyone's invited. Bring positive energy. You're good. The second you have negative energy, you're going to be escorted out. So come in with the intent to meet people, to tell stories, to embrace one another. If you need a connection, it's going to be in that room. I've done the due diligence to bring everyone in the room that you will need. It's on you to find them. It's like a Where's Waldo kind of. Like, just walk in as yourself. No dress code, no BS. Come as you are, have a good time, spread some positive energy, and walk out with some phone numbers and some contacts. It's really that simple. I've done the hard work. You just have to show up and do the rest. Have a great time. We say we party with a purpose. It's not just to get drunk and hang out. That's not the purpose at all. It's to come and enjoy some good libations, have a good time, meet some good people, and just leave a better person. It really is that simple for me.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I can attest to that because I've
been to one. You've seen it. It's not BS.
Yeah, and that's what I love. I like real. Keep it real. Keep it real. And whatever level. And
that's why I still live in El Barrio now. I'm on almost every board in the neighborhood. I help through charities. Whatever I can do to help my people, I am going to do. It's a natural thing for me. I don't know how to explain it to you. And I want to project that so other people do it as well.
Wonderful, and we thank you for bringing it here.
Well, I'm good on Fridays. This is my good day. So you call me to go on.
You're good on Fridays.
Good on Fridays.
That's what's up. Llave.
Ya tu llave.
Ya tu llave. Oh my God, we're coming up with slogans on the spot. But Llave, founder, and ¿qué y esto?
This is yours. This is yours.
That's what I was waiting for before I
mean, I'm not
segment.
I'm gonna take it away. How weird is that? Just, oh, you like it? No, that's yours.
I'm like, for me, yay, mango flavor, I might add. I'm so excited about that. But really, I'm more excited about the work that you're doing and the way you're passing it forward. So thank you for bringing it here, Joe.
Of course.
All right, you guys, once again, Cruz Jr. Oh my God, Joe Cruz Jr., Llave founder, Llave Tequila founder. And once again, you can follow him on Instagram at The Real Joe Cruz Jr. And if you're interested in the roundtable we were discussing, that's taking place tonight from 7 p.m. until late, and that's at Nourish, which is located at 141 Alexander Avenue in the Bronx. RSVP is required, so be sure to go to eventbrite.com/lifeiswaytooshort. All right, stay tuned. There's more open when we return. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Open. Bueno, ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is a very familiar face to multi-generations. Known to many as Maria from Sesame Street, she has spent years educating and entertaining young people across the United States and the globe. With 16 Emmys under her belt, her impact extends through her acting, producing, and books. Her most recent triumph is the PBS Kids show, Alma's Way. This acclaimed children's program has been highly successful, receiving 2 Imagen Awards for Best Youth Programming, a 2022 Emmy nomination for Outstanding Writing for a preschool animated program, and a 2023 NAACP Image Award nomination. Let's take a peek at Alma's Way.
Our new song is amazing, but it still doesn't feel right.
Totally. There's something missing in this one too. What should we do? We gotta send it in soon.
Our song is supposed to be about what makes us happy. Why doesn't it feel right? I gotta think about this.
It's summer in Puerto Rico. The waves are warm and the sun is bright.
So many things in Puerto Rico make us so happy.
Reggaeton, nothing like the Bronx in the middle of summer.
But the Bronx makes us way, way, way happy too.
Well, your song should be about what makes you happy. So if it makes you happy, it's your song.
We've got a Puerto Rico and a Bronx song. They're both our songs, but we can't send them both into the contest. Or can we?
Yes, we can. I know what to sing, and I know what to do. We're writing another song.
Another one? We definitely don't have time for a new song.
It's not really a new one. We're gonna take bits of both and put them together. A little bit of Puerto Rico and a little bit of the Bronx.
Ah, I like what you're thinking, Alma. I'm it.
Yeah, I'm in too. A little bit of Puerto Rico and a little bit of the Bronx. That was Alma's Way, now in its 3rd season, and here to share more about her career and that has spanned more than 50 years and touched lives of young people everywhere, including yours truly. Everyone, please welcome actress, author, multiple Emmy-winning writer, executive producer, creator of Alma's Way, Sonia Sanzano.
Oh my goodness, thanks so much. I'm so happy that that was the clip that was chosen, because Alma is in a dilemma She's got to write the song about her favorite place in the world. And like many of us, we are bicultural. We are from the city and from the island as well. And I think she captured it. And thank you so much for picking that clip.
Well, you rep the Bronx. We'll start there. And I know the show is primarily about critical thinking.
Right.
And then there's also the identity aspect of it, which is another topic I want to say you guys tackle as well, because you actually capture the identity of a lot of people in different ways.
Right.
So, all right, so let's just share with everyone, because now Alma's Way is in its 3rd season. Let's just share how it's developed and its origins.
Well, PBS asked me to create a children's animated show. After Sesame Street, I wouldn't have done that on my own. I'd rather stick a pin in my eye than try to think of another show after Sesame Street. How do you top that act?
Right.
So they asked me to create a show. So, of course, I placed it in the Bronx. I was raised in the Bronx. Those are my roots. But the mission of the show was left up to me. And as I traveled around the country, I noticed a lot of children were overwhelmed. There were so many kids in a classroom. They had to memorize. They had to pass tests. Some of them couldn't speak English. And if they couldn't do those things, they thought they weren't smart. So my idea for this show is to tell kids everybody has a mind, no matter what your situation, and everybody can think. And that's what Alma does in every episode.
I know, and it's so important, right? Because you're teaching them how to think, not what to think.
Not what to think, exactly. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
Right.
I've watched it, and also, the fact that Summer Rose is the voice of Alma.
I know. Our little actress is just doing so well. She's got nominated for an Emmy this year. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
And again, I mentioned Summer Rose Castillo, aside from the fact that, she's my friend April's daughter. She's also a Bronxite, so it's very Bronx-centric, this particular show.
Yes, and I have to give kudos to Fred Rogers Productions, because they encouraged me to make it as specific as possible. Whereas Sesame Street could have been El Barrio, it could have been Harlem, an urban environment. I thought we'd do the same thing with the Bronx, and then decided to, no, put the number 6 train in it. Really make it as specific as possible. The more specific a show is, the more people like it. I don't know why that is. It's magic.
Well, the beauty is also that you're also highlighting the multiculturalism that exists in the Bronx, right? And I know we have a clip of a gentleman on a horse and a kid that identifies as being a cowboy, and that's something that I don't know if we would necessarily have that conversation here.
Releasing this show for Martin Luther King celebrations this year. I remember watching shows when I was a kid, like Wagon Train and Gunsmoke and stuff like that. And well, they never had any people of color on television anyway, and they certainly didn't have any people of color on these old cowboy shows. It's celebrating the fact that there were black cowboys. So we're remedying that, saying, yes, there were black people in those days, and they were cowboys.
Well, these are very important topics we need to have, and also raise the next generation into understanding the importance of inclusivity. And that begins in the conversation. And of course, it also begins with seeing ourselves on television.
Right. The images that you see on television are very important. I was raised at a time where there were no people of color on television. But I always loved television. I love Father Knows Best. I love Leave It to Beaver. But I must say that not seeing myself or anybody who looked like me, I wondered what I was going to contribute to a society that didn't see me. But they would say, what are you going to be when you grew up? And you went, you didn't know, because you didn't see anybody like you doing anything.
Right. Unlike me, who had you.
See? You owe it all to me.
I do. I owe it all to you.
Say it publicly.
I'm going to say I owe my entire career to Sonia Sanzano, who played Maria in Sesame Street, who I consider the nation's tia.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, no, thank you. And I mean that. And so just going back to Alma's Way, because of your experience with Sesame Street and the topics that you would tackle, and, in case anybody's unaware, most of the Emmy she won was for writing for Sesame Street, not being on Sesame Street.
Yes, that's absolutely right. I was nominated for performing twice, but I didn't win. But very early on, I realized that the power of television was behind the camera. It was about what people were writing, who had the right to green light a project, and I thought if I really want to make an impact, I have to start writing the show. And I knew I could do it when they would ask my suggestions for bits, and they would do them. So I thought it validated my ideas. And then I started to write some of the bits myself.
Yeah, and then what you did for us, right? We're gonna go back to me over my career time, is you validated our existence. It mattered because you were able to implement our stories, our styles, our culture, our way of being. And you know, I say it to you all the time, and I'm gonna say it on camera, she's got swag. I always say that, I'm like, she's got swag.
Well, I always remembered myself watching television as a kid. So when I was Maria, I would think of the kid watching you. Be what that kid needs to see. So I think I'm sort of like healing myself through time and television somehow.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, we need a lot more of that awareness in our conversations, right?
I think I went a little extreme. It was like, I want to be totally natural, no makeup, no hair. I just want to be myself. I could have tweezed my eyebrows every once in a while, but anyway, that was how I started.
Thanks for sharing.
You bet.
So speaking of tweezing and beauty care, I know there's also an episode that talks about hair.
Oh.
And the different hair textures, and I know we have images of that as well. And that's a very, very delicate and important topic that really needs to be discussed in self-acceptance.
Yes, that's a great, thank you for bringing that up. It takes place in a beauty salon where a lot of a bochincha happens and a lot of people are talking and sharing ideas, and the kids get it into their mind to have their own beauty salon, but the black child wants to have hair like the white child, and the white child wants to have hair like the black child, and they try to mix it all up, and then they realize, and their hair doesn't do it. It doesn't go the way they want, and then they realize, hey, whatever hair I have is the one that I want, is the one that's suitable for me. And I think that's a very interesting thing. When I first started on Sesame Street, I didn't know, should I make rollers or should I go natural? It was of major importance.
On how your hair represented you.
On how I represented myself. And I felt if I represent myself this way, I could never change. Like it was a trap I was going to be in. I could do whatever I want with my hair, and I could keep my own hair.
And on top of that, our hair is versatile.
Yeah, it's versatile. So
we could do curly or straight.
Well, there is an advantage to that. But all of that is you can do whatever you want with your hair, but you don't have to hide your hair. So
and that's what we're talking about, is the messaging in self-acceptance. You may have had like some trials and tribulations over being part of the actual environment based on your difference.
Right. But so the kids, they handle it well. The animation is wonderful. Kudos to the animators who are able to do all of that kind of stuff with animation.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We just saw the clip. Well, we saw an image of the braids with the braids.
The braids.
Yeah, and that's actually part of our New York culture too. Yeah. So season 3, and it kicked off already, right?
Yes.
So what should we anticipate?
It's gonna the cowboy show and the beauty salon and a lot of food truck shows, because there are many food trucks in the Bronx, and that's certainly a way of applauding different cultures, because there's a Korean food truck and a taco Mexican food truck and a Dominican food truck, and we have actors portraying all of those parts, and the kids have to decide who has the best food. So through those stories, we can celebrate the individual cultures.
Right, and the mosaic, that is New York.
That is New York.
Specifically in the Bronx.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, well, I thank you for bringing it here to us, here in the BX. The show is about the BX.
Yes.
Are there any last words you want to share with
Well,
us?
I hope that people watch the show, and I certainly hope that they give a special ear to the music of the show. I'm very proud of the music on the show. I want real music, and all of the musicians comply. Fabiola Mendez, who's a cuatro maestra, does a lot of the scoring for our show, and I think that also gives that Puerto Rican authentic sensibility.
It does. It does. The whole show is. It's really
There's
colorful.
more Puerto Rican flags on that show than any place else. As you know, we tend to have a lot of flags on our hats and towels, and it is represented in the show as well.
Well, we thank you for representing us. Que viva Puerto Rico.
Viva.
All right. Yes. All right. Well, Sonia Sanzano, everyone. Yay. I know. I'm so excited. Once again, Alma's Way. You can you can watch it actually, Alma's Way, on PBS stations, and you can also watch it on the free PBS Kids app, and it's also streaming on Roku and Amazon Prime. And for more information, you can visit soniamanzano.com. All right, stay tuned. There's more Open when we return.
Leaders. We learned that everything starts with ourselves, then we have to educate ourselves, then we have to build community and use our imagination.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Open. Today's Open artist is an award-winning Argentinian American singer-songwriter, actress, and public speaker. She's earned numerous accolades, among them the President's Volunteer Service Award, the All Out Breaking Through Artist Award, and the Marvin Hamlish International Music Award, which was presented by Clive Davis. She recently released a variety of new singles and music videos as part of her unique style of bilingual pop music. Everyone, please welcome Sophia Angelica. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Rhina. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you on. Yes, international.
Oh, please. I'm excited to be back at Bronxnet. I've been here before and I've always loved the experience and the beautiful people that I meet. So.
Oh, well, welcome back. Well, welcome for the first time to Open Friday. However, when I say international, I'm diving right into the fact that you are out there representing us, interesting enough, representing USA. Although, you know, nowadays, I don't know if it's good for us to go anywhere.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But then there's also this campaign that you have out there virally, just making sure that people understand that you are Latina.
Yeah. I mean, just to touch on it, I recently went viral on social media related to this fact that, you know, I break most Latin stereotypes. Nobody can believe that I speak Spanish, even though I grew up speaking Spanish. No one can believe I grew up in the Latin community. Nobody can believe they're like, oh, she just sings like music in Spanish, but she's not actually Latina. Like, you can't be Latina if you look like that or if you're born in a certain place or whatever. And yeah, I just like to show multiculturalism, that it's possible to be many things at the same time. We're all multifaceted human beings, and I like to give that confidence to youth and to whoever I meet, that just be yourself. You know, I identify as Latina. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my culture everywhere that I go. So why can't I? You know?
Yeah, no, and it's beautiful, right? And the reason I brought that up at the top of our discussion is because you're out there in Taiwan, right, wearing a USA. but you're Latina too, and you carry them both in your heart, and you're operating purposefully by designing and creating music that is literally bilingual.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the opportunity through the United Nations and through various organizations, because I write music often for social causes, to like travel to Asian countries, Taiwan, Thailand, of course also like Dominican Republic. Recently I went to Colombia, and that's where I recently like filmed a music video. But it's been a very interesting experience to see everyone's different reactions to me as a bilingual pop singer. And it's
what
been
has
an honor.
that been for you though? Like, I want to know, like, what has that been for you?
Yeah,
I mean, you're traveling internationally.
Yes, I mean it's funny because like especially in Asian countries, right? It's this shock. It's like, whoa, I've never seen someone like you before, and you speak Spanish, like alien, right? And even in the United States, anywhere that I go, if I start speaking Spanish, it's like I suddenly grew 5 heads, and it's like, who are you? Why are you speaking Spanish? And it's kind of like off-putting, because it's like, why can't we like see everyone as simply just like human, multicultural beings?
I mean, it's
you
only
know?
us Latinos that understand that we're every color on the spectrum.
Yeah, well, even many Latinos don't realize it. You know, it's the stereotypes are so like ingrained, right?
Fascinating. I mean, I come from a household where we're like every color in the spectrum. I mean, we go from blonde hair, blue eyes, to black, blue, black. And I say blue, black endearingly because, you know.
Yeah. No, we got Latinos telling me like, no, eres una gringa porque eres blanca, ¿cómo puede ser? You know, I'm like, what?
Translation, she has to be a white girl because...
I'm sorry that my dad is white.
I don't know how your dad is going to feel about that.
I'm like, how do I explain this? No, but I mean...
And what difference does it make, really?
Exactly. Why can't we simply just spread love, positivity, happiness as humans? No one has to be put in this box, like, and be told who they should be. Like, why do we have to conform to those societal like views?
Which is why you create your own music, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about what you're going to be presenting today, and also what you're creating, because you have a new one on the horizon that I know is a little hush-hush. We can't share too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's related to my trip to Colombia. I do pop bilingual music. I've been doing that for about a year and a half. Before that, released an album that half the songs were in English, half the songs were in Spanish, always kind of mixing in the two cultures. But in Colombia, I recently filmed a music video for this song that I'm going to be performing today, Volvernos A Ver.
Nice.
It was kind of like a travel vlog. And the song itself speaks about like the love for a place that you've traveled to and maybe you're going to miss. It could be your own culture, your own country, or it can just simply be somewhere where you had an incredible time, an incredible memory, and knowing that you'll always have it in your heart. So we traveled to different parts of Medellin. We went to Guatapé. We went to all like the iconic locations. We filmed it with our friend out there, Jaime Espinal, who's an amazing like filmmaker, actor, etc. And that was a beautiful experience. My mother was in it. She plays my mother.
That was a stretch.
You know, travel vlog experience to show authentically, you know, what my day-to-day looks like, which is consistently family. That's the Latin culture, right?
That's what it is. And it's beautiful that you just extended it to Colombia and put it on air for us to show that, you know, we're extended family in spite of our differences.
Así es. And then the song that is going to be released end of February, I recorded that in Colombia, in Medellin. One of the main reasons I went with a famous songwriter, O+, so this should be really fun. He's worked with Sebastián Yatra, like Nati Natasha, etc. So it was a great experience.
Oh my gosh, we're looking forward to that. Ay, Dios mío, everybody. I know we can talk to Sophia Angelica all day, but we can't because you know what? She's going to perform for us, and I know you guys want to see that. So stay tuned because when we return, Sophia will perform her song, Volvernos A Ver. Yeah, don't go anywhere. Hey everyone, welcome back to Open. Here now to perform Volvernos A Ver. Let's give a big round of applause for Sophia Angelica.
Nos conocimos en un lugar distante, no te olvidarás, no me olvidaré. We'll never forget our story, just like yesterday. Oh, like day and night in foreign skies, we still can't comprehend lo que nos pasó cuando nos vimos esa primera vez. La primera vez, una ilusión, felt like a silence in a loud and broken world. Una aventura para explorar. Just close our eyes and we can make it back to us y volvernos a to see us again, volvernos a ver. Oh, oh, oh. What do you know? Lo que pasará, no hay manera de parar el mundo de girar. Sin querer la vida nos juntó, inspirada por el sol until the day is done. Y nos quedamos con la primera vez, una ilusión. Felt like a silence in a loud and broken world. Una aventura para explorar. Just close our eyes and we can make it back to us y volvernos a ver. To see us again. To see us again.
Sophia Angelica, everyone! Oh
Thank you, Rhina.
We got that. I'm like, oh no, we got our own Mariah Carey. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, that was wonderful. You guys, you can download Volvernos A Ver and other tracks by Sophia on all streaming platforms. You can also follow her on social media at Sophia Angelica Music. That is our show today, mi gente. Thanks to all our guests for coming through and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out this episode throughout the weekend, 24 hours a day at bronxnet.tv. I'm Rhina Valentin. And from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor. Adios. Yes, we're going to do your music.